Here's my vlog video, and I think I'm gonna. You think I'm good? What do you want? Sometimes my bird like starts tweeting whenever I start talking. He also does that when I leave the room. Yeah, it's a cockatiel. He's 5 years old. His name is Max. When I put his hand up, my hand up next to him, he goes wah 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 wah. Watch. So anyway, I I finally finished my project. Yeah, let me give you a showings. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I don't know what I'm filming. Here I'll show. So I can't see what I'm filming, but so that's the screen, and like that's all of the fonts on my Flickr. That's all of them right there. 3,636 of them. And they're all installed on my computer, as far as I know. There was one that I saw yesterday that wasn't, so I went and installed it. And then I even have them condensed, because I saw these and I was like, huh. So I did screen captures of these, and then so then look, these are all 3,636 of my fonts. Right there, that's 3,000, isn't that cool? Like that's all of them that you can get pretty much in. So, so yeah, that's bird eye view looking at stuff. That's what I'm talking about. That's what my whole website's about. Because I'm just trying to memorize all of the best fonts, you know. That's all the variations of all the fonts. My computer says I have, when I go into the font program, can't remember what it's called, it says that I have like, I can't even remember. Maybe I should go there now and find out. Oh, the program is open. It says I have 1,157. So if you look at the fonts in the screen capture, like on Flickr, it's 3,636. But if you look at my font program, which is called, what's it called? It's called whatever fonts, font book. It's in the applications folder. It says I have 1,157 because what they call a font, I call like a font family. Because like you would have like italic, you know, normal, bold, extra thin, that kind of stuff, a whole series. And I have like 3 times more fonts. So I guess I have on average of, there's 3 variations per font, because there's lots of fonts where it's just one font, but there's lots where there's more than 3. So, so yeah, Mac calls it 1,157, but in reality, the variations is 36. But that's not an exact, because I don't. Oh yeah. So that's, but I think I have all those installed. My computer appears to be working fine. I had Dreamweaver open yesterday, and it was scrolling really slowly, but you know, sometimes my computer doesn't work that good. And then you work on Dreamweaver, it's kind of like a Ferrari. That's kind of one thing I've noticed on how a computer works. Like, you know, if you get a Lambo like right out of the shed and you floor it, it's not going to be that fast. But if you let all the pistons warm up and everything, and then you floor it, then it's fast. It's like warmed up, like your body. You have to warm it up. So sometimes, yeah, if I just get on like a Dreamweaver and I'm trying to scroll up and down the page, it just doesn't want to do it. But then if I keep trying it, then all of a sudden it'll like wake up, and then I can scroll up and down it, and I can like, yeah, so we'll see. But if my computer, if the Dreamweaver can't even scroll and it stays that way, then that probably means, I guess. But I also have like performance problems. I need to check my email because somebody was actually helping me on Apple Care. I need to get back on there. Because you hear that? My computer, I think, is about to die. It's just so loud. It's like that all the time. And it's hot as hell all the time too. Like hot as fuck. Like my fingers like burns if you touch it. And I should get this fan going. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I have it sitting on a fan, but it's not plugged in. So I don't want to like lose stuff all of a sudden, and so I was gonna get it serviced. I was gonna go in and get it preemptively serviced. But at least I drug that folder of fonts over to my external. So, and I think everything's pretty much backed up. But I need to do a backup like tomorrow. I think just the whole day, making sure everything's backed up. I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But for the rest of the day, like I was up because I was working on these fonts. There was so many of them, you know. And I like, I guess I doubled up. I did a few too many times. It wasn't that many, but I ended up, yeah, working like all through the night and into today. And then at 9:30 in the morning, my mom needed me to pick her up at the mechanic, and it snowed last night, and it was like pure ice, like just ice, like literally you could ice skate on it on this road all the way out there. And yeah, like I stopped and then I hit gas on my all-wheel drive Subaru Impreza, and I was just spinning around, and I'm like, isn't this an all-wheel drive car? It seemed like it was just a front-wheel drive car, barely moving. I was like, Jesus Christ, even if a Subaru can barely move around on this. But, anyway, and then, yeah, so I dropped her off. She made me a really nice big omelet. And then I came home, and by the time I got home, I was just like, I think I wanted to check some more things. That's when I came back here and did that, I guess, the final Flickr stuff. And then I just fell asleep, you know. But all of my sleep was done in the day. Like when I woke up, I think it was still kind of light out and stuff. So 7:23 now. So yeah, purely, totally nocturnalized, not because I'm naturally gravitated to that, but because I was, yeah, just trying to finish this thing, which I did. So it's cool. Now I can move on to the next thing, which was to try to activate the fonts and also add images. I wanted to add images, but now I can't. Dreamweaver, oh, that's right. Dreamweaver can't upload. Oh, God. Yeah, I haven't uploaded a single page on Dreamweaver since I got these fonts installed. I restarted my computer. I restarted Dreamweaver. I uploaded it with a keyboard shortcut. I uploaded it with hitting the buttons on the top, because sometimes one of them will upload and the other one won't. And if I can't upload with Dreamweaver, I'm going to blame it. I think I'm going to call Apple. I'm going to try to find out if I'm getting in touch with the Apple person and call Apple and see what they think. And if they think, yeah, that's what it is, I guess what I have to do is start culling. But I don't think, like, here's the program, Fontbook. I've never, I've never, I've waited until now. I've done on my website for so long, and I waited until now to fiddle with the fonts because I just figured I should wait until I have lots of them and it's easy. And yeah, so I've never actually like taken a font off of my computer. So here's a font. So like if I want to remove it, I can add a note to the font. Oh, that's cool. So I can say I can assign these fonts to certain things. Disable selected font. Yeah, so all you do is click it disable. You click on it and hit the disable. And I don't know how fast it is, but I assume it's instantaneous. So to disable fonts is like, it's just like not, that doesn't take that long. And I don't know, maybe if I disable, maybe it'll just show it on there as disabled, so I can then enable it again real quickly. So putting it on there in the first place was a good idea, because just to show it on there. But yeah, so I'll just disable all the fonts that are like variations on ones that I wouldn't use, and then I'll end up with a number, I guess, where my computer can upload. But yeah, I wanted to because I was putting an icons up there, but I wanted to see the fonts, and a lot of them don't appear on Safari, so I had to open up Google Chrome. And so then one of the fonts, I can't remember which one, but does appear on Google Chrome. But then this other font that I used for the colonies, which looks cool, does not appear on Google Chrome. So I opened up Firefox. I only know of three browsers. There's Safari, Chrome, and Firefox. So I opened up Firefox. Firefox did show the font that Safari did not show that Chrome did, but it did not show the other font that Chrome or Safari didn't. So there was a font that I used, a really cool font, and I can't remember which one it is, that I used for, and the page. Oh yeah, the page is open. Yeah, I can actually tell you what font that is right now. There's this font called, ooh, look at that. That's a nice looking font. There's this font called, oh, it's not open. I can't see it. Whatever. But it doesn't show up. It only shows up on my Dreamweaver, but it doesn't show up on Safari, Chrome, or Firefox. And it's installed on my computer because I saw that it's there installed on my computer. So I'm like, I guess sometimes you have to like restart the computer. So yeah, I'll just restart the computer. Maybe I'll get an update on the computer. And if the font never appears, I think I'll just leave that font there because at least I get to see it when I'm working on the website. And then maybe one day it'll like appear. But I'm just kind of surprised with how complicated fonts are. Like I thought fonts were simple. No, they're not, dude. They're like, they take up space. There's legal issues. Yeah, man. And then they don't work, and you don't know why. And anyway, so for now, I have to figure out why Dreamweaver isn't uploading, and so I'll call Apple, remove fonts if I have to. Um, yeah, and then once I can upload again on Dreamweaver, but see, Dreamweaver is scrolling just fine right now. So maybe that means I could upload. Here, let's try to upload and see what happens. And it always says that it uploads. It goes, yeah, uploads just fine. Oh, really? And see, I've seen Dreamweaver does this, and it does this sometimes when it gets tired. And so all I have to do is restart the. Yeah, see, it didn't upload. All I have to do is restart the program or the computer, but it hasn't been doing anything. So anyway, maybe it links to sometimes it links to the wrong one. So I have to go back and see if I can upload other ones. Anyway, I've never even done that much because I passed out. So I'm going to yeah, do all that today. Add images, assuming I can upload. Add images and fonts, because now I have, because now I have I have every single like icon you can get off of Envato, okay, and I have every single font you can get off of Adobe. So, and I have a huge site that can actually absorb that. So I'm gonna plug all those in and then eventually get going on the adding these fonts. I mean these images to my timeline, so that I can then put them across the horizontal part of the timeline. Oh, but I was working on this generations page. And I think I was gonna do a little bit of work on the spiral dynamics page, but I don't know, maybe just a little bit, and then get going on. It's the generation spiral dynamics, the same page, and you can link to it from the education page, and then yeah, do that timeline because I was listening to the history of Wikipedia decades, and I wanted to. It kind of didn't work. I wanted to do it looking on my timeline, but I need to have those icons across, and having those icons across when all the different categories, man, is like I do want to see what that looks like. So, anyways, yeah, that's what I'm up to. Let's read. I think it was only like 14 degrees. In fact, let's see what degrees it is right now. Yeah, it's 2 degrees out right now. And it was I guess 14 this morning when my mom when I picked up my mom. So it was the first time I drove my car in the snow and ice and everything. And yeah, I mean, it feels good. I like it. It has the heater was working and everything. And I have a garage, like my poor mom, 81-year-old mom. I should have offered to go over there, but I didn't. I didn't piece it together because I was up all night. I should have offered. Why didn't she ask me? She had to go up and like knock snow off of her car outside and knock the ice off, and she was like a half hour late. I was having to sit there in the mechanic forever, and she was all frustrated. And yeah, I could have gone over there and fixed it, but I don't have to worry about any of that. She has a garage too. She's just a pack rat. Can't put her car in it. But I have a garage, so I don't have to worry about any of that. You know, it's like nice and warm too in my garage, so I don't have to worry about my car having problems starting. It just starts and there's nothing on it, and I just go out. And yeah, like at 2 degrees, I wouldn't want to ride my bike. Like if I wanted an energy drink right now, and sometimes I get addicted to them, you know. I have like an energy drink a day because they're only $1 at the store. All those people caught on to it finally. Like a couple of days ago, people caught on to that deal, and now they're sold out all the time, except for the $1.30 one. So there still is a deal. It's just their $1.30 variation. I can't remember the name of it, but they have way too much caffeine. When I take that one, I'm like shaking when I'm done. I'm like, what the fuck did I just drink? So, but anyway, I go to the store just to walk because it's a big Safeway and I need to walk. Like I'm losing. I had an injury. I'm basically a gimp. It's so fucked up. And yeah, I sprained my ankle way too bad when I was like 20, and now I'm like, I have to consciously walk, and that's why I want to get into be triathlon, get into running so I can heal myself. I'll be a gimp, but I want to do like walking just so I can. It's like exercise once a day. But I also like ritual, I guess, get the energy drink. But at this point, I have a car, right? And so it's like not daunting at all, and it's kind of fun even, you know, to drive the car there, especially through the snow and stuff. I'm not legal though. I need to get the tags. Like the person who has the tags, he actually died a couple days ago. Um, yeah, like he's actually not supposed to drive. Like if the cop runs those, they'll pull me over. So I have to drive all careful. But yeah, tomorrow I guess I'll go over and get the tags. I could have done it today, but it was too snowy. I'll see what my mom thinks. Because I was going to get tags the other day, but she told me not to go. And I don't try to fight my mom on stuff because she gets really like adamant. So I'm going to yeah, after this I think go to the store, shake a leg. Uh, I could only buy things with cash, and I don't know how much cash I have, so maybe all I can afford is a drink. All of my cards are maxed out, and I did transfer money back in for my savings. So I mean, I have a lot of food here. My mom took me to the Costco the other day, but and Safeway I think the day before that. But I have enough for an energy drink. I'll look in my wallet. That's really the only thing I get there anyway. Or maybe some jelly beans sometimes for $1.50. Oh, but they took all the candy away. They completely removed the candy rack from Safeway. Now they just have some chocolate. It's crazy. Whatever. Yeah, I guess this is taking 20 minutes because I didn't do my video yesterday. So yeah, when I come back here, I'm gonna figure out this computer problem. And if not, I don't have to upload it anyway. I'll just attach images, icons to my website, like the generations page or whatever page I stumble across. I'm just mindlessly bouncing around my site, adding icons, you know, because you go to the icon and then you just click Shift A, Control A, and you know, and then you just type in whatever you're looking for, and then shows you all the icons you have. Because I have gazillions of icons to choose from for everything, and it's fun. And then you know, even maybe do the same thing with a font. You know, I see something and I go, "Is there a font for that?" You know, and then I see if I can match fonts. So that's kind of a fun little yeah, direction that I'm going to be going here for the next like few days. Um, but I do need to back up stuff pretty soon, like tomorrow. Anyway, ooh, that's 20 minutes. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and somebody gave me a vlog. I mean, a request. K wanted me to talk about Marquis de Lafayette, and I think I'll do a Lafayette video. But then they wanted me to talk about the Peloponnesian War, but they wanted me to listen to a book about it first, written by some dude, and it costs a credit. And there's a bunch of other books I want to buy, but I might buy that book because Peloponnesian War is definitely probably one of the most interesting stories. So anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to it on Thucydides on my website, and get going on that. I have to finish the Harry book, give my Kindle back to my mom, and though, and maybe some more Trumpa books because I read one of them the other day. Took me forever to get through it, but there was some good stuff in there though. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow.